I'm Aaron and this is How-Tos with Aaron. Today we're fixing brakes that won't stop braking when you're not braking. So we have a 2010 Ford Expedition, and our problem was we would come up to a stoplight and brake. We would hear a lot of grinding, pull away from the stoplight, and it's still grinding and we can feel the brakes are on. A lot of brake dust just around the driver's side front wheel. So I took things apart, changed the caliper, new rotors, brake pads, had to do that because they were ground out and torn all to pieces anyway. Replaced those, and then still had a lot of smoke coming on. The brakes were getting really hot. Drove it around for 30 minutes or so to see if it would stop. Still a lot of smoke and just excessive smell. Obviously something's still going wrong. So the solution that we found was replacing this brake line. Basically, even when I was changing the brake pads, I had my wife pressing the brakes and there wasn't even a lot of fluid coming out of this end where it should be squirting out. It would just kind of ooze out. Basically what the problem was brake fluid was getting pressed in to compress the brakes, but then because of some sort of clog in here, it wasn't letting it come back out to release the brakes. I could even see the brake pads were staying tight to the rotor and not even coming out. So I replaced this. It's not too hard. This is what your new part would look like. Important thing about when you replace it is to have your new one ready to connect so that you don't lose a lot of brake fluid. If you lose too much brake fluid, if the master cylinder gets dry, then you have a whole new problem on your hands taking care of that. So if you first take this piece off where it connects to the caliper, off the old one, then take your new one, go ahead and put that on. Then disconnect the top piece from the old one off, then put the new one on. That way you've already got the line sealed so that you're not going to lose brake fluid everywhere. There's a bolt that attaches here that I need to take off, a little pin clamp here, and a few other clamps to come off. Once you get all of those ready, there's a piece that attaches onto here to hold this onto another metal bracket. That piece is much easier to get off if you take that whole bracket off where it connects to the truck, and then you're going to take that piece with a screwdriver or some pliers and it slides out. If you try to turn this and turn this, it's never going to work. It doesn't turn. It's just a clamp that comes out. Get that off, get the new one set up, and reconnect all the tabs and the bolts, and you're good to go. As soon as I did that, no more problem. My brake pads were releasing all the way, braking just fine, and no problems. Here's the brake line, the new brake line. There's the clip at the top. It's got the two bolts on the side that need to be taken off. That's the piece right there that slides off, and the hoses on the side with the clips that just need to be moved out of the way. The line also connects down here with another clip there, two easy bolts, and it connects to the capper there. That's how I did it, and that's how you can do it. And hope this video helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got other videos about how to change the brake coupler, your brake pads, or your rotor, and this brake line here. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps. Be blessed.